Yo, load the fuck up. Locked and loaded. You too. Locked and loaded, sir. And remember, break that window when that cop comes in. Blow that motherfucker's head off. Got it. Yeah, load up again, cause these motherfuckers are gonna come back for us. We're ready. We gotta be prepared in this day and age. We gotta be prepared for whatever the fuck comes at us. Word up. Cause we are living revolutionarily. Definitely. You cannot second guess yourself in these days and times. They're gonna throw whatever they can at you. And you gotta be prepared for it. You gotta be prepared for anything.
It's liberty or it's death. It's freedom for everybody or freedom for nobody.
No matter what the fuck life throws at me, I continue to make it through indefinitely. Immortal technique defeats the odds repetitively until there ain't shit ahead of me competitively. Surviving the tough times is imperative to me. Looking at the whole world revolutionarily.
They don't want to hear you old Uncle Tom handkerchief head talking about the eye.
Technique will force you into strategical retreat because I dominate guerrilla warfare in the streets. There ain't no way to picture me without a victory speech. When I reach higher positions without the recognition of pissed on competition, cause I conquered their renditions in a systematic form like a religious tradition. My mission is to take you, lyrically break you, lyrically assassinate you, lyrically incinerate your body and recreate you, to destroy the power that mentally incarcerates you. Cause even though I rip it better, I could not forsake you. You're my people with the same oppressor, so how could I hate you? The revolution of the mind I bring regenerates you. But when you come original, people impersonate you, start to hate you, cause the conflict is building within. The ultimate sin is to be ashamed of your skin. My rhymes are like Jamaican overproof, I make the room spin. Intoxicated flow, I bleed vodka and brandy. Don't make me choke you down like John Benet Ramsey. Something demands of me to rip this fucking shit uncandidly. God commanded me to be a technological disease and psychologically do battle with the best MCs. Uppercase the T in technique, cause I'm the capital of a revolutionary nation that's infallible. Aztec Lecter Hannibal, rip your heart out of your chest and feed it to the cannibals. You're just a fucking animal, but I'm the Neo-Sapien, cause my original civilization was based upon creation. You know there's no escaping, even though your heart is racing. I'll put your best disciple on academic probation. Fuck the litigation, fuck the best rapper nominations, and fuck the president I voted for assassination. I'm saying, fuck the federal bullshit investigations, fuck the cover-up of ghetto radiation extermination, using my people for experimentation. And if it doesn't play hip-hop, then fuck your radio station. No matter what the fuck life throws at me, I continue to make it through indefinitely. Immortal technique defeats the odds repetitively until there ain't shit ahead of me competitively. Surviving the tough times is imperative to me. Looking at the whole world revolutionarily.
Revolutions overturn systems. Revolutions destroy systems.
Yo, what the fuck happened to reality spitting rhyme sayers? These days everybody's trying to be a thug or a player. Where did all the real motherfuckers go in the game? Bring back the breakdancers and graffiti writers with fame. I remember hip-hop before the mic gun clappers, cause I used to drink 40s with more flavor than these rappers. Lyrical ego trips doesn't make fortification. You're not dope enough to spit self-glorification, so don't jerk me around, cause my name ain't masturbation. Life is hard, it leaves you scarred, cause I've been through shit. If you consider rap a job, I suggest that you quit. Don't you understand the audience will listen and dance in the club, crib, or car, or wherever they get the chance to be emancipated? Start debating justice in the cipher. Why do you think project rooms look like the cells in Rikers? I'm explaining the significance on the reason behind it. They're preparing your children for the prison environment. When you don't amount to shit, prison becomes retirement. But I refuse to be tooken to central booking and chains, cause sleeping on the floor of cages starts to fuck with your brain. The system ain't reformatory, it's only purgatory. Close to hell, but I rebel as I begin to spark an L and tell my people how we fell into the trap that we live in, because they locked us up in ghettos and began to rape our women. So I leave the system unforgiven like Eastwood, cause I was blessed with lyrical strength to do whatever I could. You should have seen it coming long ago when you were very young. My word is to the Father, Holy Spirit, and His fucking Son. Cause when I grab the mic device in front of Christ and start to rip it, I'll make Jesus turn around and say, yo pop, this nigga flipped it. So talk about whatever and be what you wanna be, but don't mistake the way I break the fake for simple blasphemy. Cause through the highest frequencies in the NYC, I'm crushing 97.1% of MCs. No matter what the fuck life throws at me, I continue to make it through indefinitely. Immortal technique defeats the odds repetitively until there ain't shit ahead of me competitively. Surviving the tough times is imperative to me. Looking at the whole world revolutionarily.
Big Sue, technique, positive balances when we spit. Pound for pound, I'm the most positive when I bust mine. The zoo adds on like a plus sign. Addition, that's the key in the ignition. With no pause, I propel to pole position. Ahead of the pack, light years ahead of the whack. I give a fiend a good book instead of the crack. That's the gold mine. Negativity can't hold mine. The black bear's headed for the goal line. And then I'm positive at showtime. I make negative MCs switch styles in no time. They change teams, rhyme about kings and queens instead of how they sellin' work to fiends. Then I switch thugs into soldiers, those that have given up on God to praise Jehovah. The rap ice age is over, and positivity protects the Z-Boulder boulder.
Yeah, you know how it goes. Positivity, yeah. My opinion is solid ground, but you're a common hater. Splitting and dividing our numbers like a denominator. Third eye navigator movements are necessary. Everything you see in videos is secondary. You need positivity like you need respect in jail, because without balance you'll be making negative record sales.
Negative record sales. Like this.
I jerk off inside books and give life to words, leaving concepts stuck together you probably never heard. I love when people think I'm psychologically disturbed, cause it means I overloaded their neurological nerves. Rappers try to serve me with disgusting incompetence, but I keep it positive with ultimate dominance. Meditating with Native Americans close to Providence, I speak to the spirits of ancestors at powwows, but rumor has it that you getting raped like Little Bow Wow. Now listen, industry motherfuckers, don't get offended. Remember that I'll bring an end to your pretender agenda and render contenders dismembered. Bend the fabric of time and put your soul in a blender. You live in a lie like thinking Jesus was born in December. Instead of catering the labels, something gotta give. I'll rip the electrons out your body and make you positive. I've seen a lot of kids come and go with marketing gimmicks, because without balance you don't last more than a minute. This ain't a game, I'll beat the shit out you at the line of scrimmage. I rock shows in the ghetto, nigga you stuck in the village. I wanted to spit on the radio since I was 11, but I can't afford the payola for Hot 97, so I make paper underground and I'm soon to blow, moving tapes like Biggie's Ghost at Bad Boy Studios. Yeah, you know how it goes. Positivity, yeah. My opinion is solid ground, but you're a common hater. Splitting and dividing our numbers like a denominator. Third eye navigator movements are necessary. Everything you see in videos is secondary. You need positivity like you need respect in jail, because without balance you'll be making negative record sales.
Negative record sales. Like this.
homeland in hip-hop. To think about the origins of hip-hop in this culture, and also about homeland security, is to see that there are, at the very least, two worlds in America. One of the well-to-do, and another of the struggling. For if ever there was the absence of homeland security, it is seen in the gritty roots of hip-hop. For the music arises from a generation that feels, with some justice, that they have been betrayed by those who came before them. That they are, at best, tolerated in schools, feared on the streets, and almost inevitably destined for the hellholes of prison. They grew up hungry, hated, and unloved. And this is the psychic fuel that generates the anger that seems endemic in much of the music and poetry. One senses very little hope above the personal goals of wealth to climb above the pit of poverty. In the broader society, the opposite is true. For here, more than any other place on earth, wealth is so widespread and so bountiful that what passes for the middle class in America could pass for the upper class in most of the rest of the world. Their very opulence and relative wealth makes them insecure, and homeland security is a governmental phrase that is as oxymoronic as crazy as, say, military intelligence or the U.S. Department of Justice. They're just words that have very little relationship to reality. Now, do you feel safer now? Do you think you will anytime soon? Do you think duct tape and Kleenex and color codes will make you safer? From Death Row, this is Mumia Abu Jamal.
There are many governments, business interests, even religious leaders that would like to see me depart this earth. I'll grant them their wish soon enough. But before I do, I wish to make a small contribution, a final gesture of goodwill to the people of this little planet that have given, from whom I have taken so much.